How you doing? My name is Willie Woods, and I'm the JCAE Jobs for America's graduate JAG-K career specialist here in Junction City, Kansas, working on a project called Passion Does Not Always Equal Pay. What better place for us, my students, to see that and understand that than here at Rainbow Meadows, and where 95% of things that take place is based on volunteer time. Brought our students out here today. They got to walk around, meet the horses, learn them, and gain a hands-on experience. I think it's going to have a tremendous impact not only on their lives today, but as they move forward in the future.
No, these are all natural moves. Okay, Bethany, Mikey, any questions about our farm?
Survival mechanisms, but they are, from a species perspective, they're supposed to be out on the high desert running free. Okay? They're not supposed to be in humans' pens from a species perspective. Now the truth is, if you know anything about water, now she's to turn her rear end and she's to back up. The reason I do this work right here is because that horse will lose her ever-loving you-know-what if this mare leaves. She's asking if I'm wanting her to do it. She's saying, you want me to do this? And I'm saying no, because I'm just waiting on her. She's trying to offer an answer before I'm asking. Thank you. Good. Now she looks at it, tell her which foot I want. She says, I want to take it away, but that's okay. I'm going to wait on you. Good girl. Thank you. Good girl. Good. She's still not willing to let me touch her back legs with my hand because she likes to kick. And I'm asking her to follow me. Walk. And up. Walk. Good. And pull. 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 Where do you whoa? Pull. She doesn't want to whoa, so I'm just waiting. Pull. Notice I changed my hand. Yeah, that's what I want. So I'm going to ask her now to move her front legs away from me on both sides, and then I'm going to ask her to do a little rope work and then put her back in. Just move it over. Move it over. See that little crossover on the front? That's what I'm looking for. Good. And when horses poop, that's good, because if they don't poop, they die. Just like us. It's called impaction for us, and it's called impaction for them. So poop is healthy. We love it, even though you don't. Don't have babies. Okay? All right. Move it over. No, forward. So she's walking more forward than she's going sideways. So I just come and repeat it. Move it over. There. That was better. Good. And now I ask her to just stand still. Don't worry when I throw this rope around. Okay? She needs to learn that this rope doesn't mean anything when I don't want it to mean anything. She tries to leave, I just put her right back. There we go. I just say, don't leave. Don't leave. A part of her insecurity, horses are insecure oftentimes. Part of her insecurity is she wants to be right up in my lap. Do you think that'd be very successful for us?
No.
No, because she could kill me without ever meaning to. Okay? So they have a good side and a bad side. So this is her bad side, her more sensitive side. She doesn't like people on this side as much. She doesn't like me moving the rope as much. So the fact that she's standing still is great. Otherwise, this is usually the side where she says, I need to leave. Good girl. Okay? So on her back legs, I'm just trying to get her where she does not think she needs to kick. Anytime she feels anything around her back leg, so I can teach her that I can pick her legs up with long ropes. Good girl, thank you. Good job. I'm going to send her back in. Up. Good up. You don't have to, not a
Oh,
problem.
just stay here by the gate then, babe. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you come over here. And take
Good. Very nice. Since she was about, Midget has been with us since she was about 4 weeks old, 4 to 5 weeks old, which is way too young for her to be off of her mama. But she was taken to an auction and sold, and the people who bought her, she's only about this big, thought that they were getting an old pony for their grandkids. And then they brought her home. She was sick. They brought her home. She started bumping into things when she felt better. And they went, ooh, she's probably an old horse that is dying. We don't want her. So they asked us if we would take her. And we figured out immediately that she was a baby. She was what we call a short weanling. She shouldn't have been off of her mama. But Midget was born with small ophthalmia. What does opto mean? Opto. Eyes. Small eyeballs. And so over the years, her eyeballs, because they were so small, the pink stuff around her eyes is called our conjunctiva. Her conjunctiva began to grow and stick out of her, where she couldn't blink her eyes. Her eyelids couldn't close. So we had to take both of her eyes out. Even though she had been blind all of her life, we didn't have a problem with it until about 3 years ago. So she had to lose both eyes. That's called enucleation. They removed the nucleus of the eye. So she had to have bilateral, both sides, enucleation done. She's been blind all of her life, so it didn't make a difference to her that she no longer has her eyes. She doesn't have flies around her eyes anymore. She doesn't have any of those problems. But Midget is a very, very kind soul. She is easy to deal with. Okay, come up and say hello. And you're going to do something for her. Where's those treats?
Right here,
You're
my
going to do
pocket.
something for her that she will love you for, and you're going to give her a treat. These are the rare times that we give her an opportunity to get a treat just for being cute. So each one of you is going to get a treat. There should be 8 treats. Each one of you get one. Now here's where you're going to do something a little bit different, okay? Deep pockets.
You already got one. Oh, okay.
Okay, should be 8, all right? No offense. Okay? No offense taken. And instead of now coming up and saying hello to Midget, because you learned how to do that, you're going to come up and you're going to turn your hand over and have that treat on the flat of your hand. Do not have it like this, because she could accidentally mistake your fingers for a treat. Have your palm flat, put it in the middle of your palm, and you're going to make this sound. See her ears? She knows. Ready to go? I'll make the sound if you can. Yeah, that's it. Come on up. She's going to look for it. Good. Now you can back up. We're going to let her chew it. Okay? All right. As soon as she's through chewing. Okay? Now this is her excited. This is her being excited. Make the noise. Good. She's got it. She can't see it, so she has to feel your hand. There you go. Good. All right. And step back. She's chewing. This is happy dance right here, right? Okay? Wait until she finishes chewing, and then make that sound. Can you make that sound? Good. Now put it, remember she can't see, so she has to take the hand to her. Good. All right. Anybody uncomfortable with doing any of this, you let me know, and we won't make you do it. Happy dance. Okay? Go. Again, take your hand to her, because she can't see your hand. Okay? Whoever's next, come on up. All right. Good. Wait for her to finish chewing. Okay. She heard it. Whoa. Hold your hand. Bring your hand right on up to it like this. Boom. There you go. Good. All right. Good job. Okay. Who's next? All right. Okay. That same deep breath. Okay. Wait until she finishes. Okay. She's ready. Remember to take it directly to her because she can't see it. Good job. Very nice. Okay. All right. There we go. You gonna do it, Bethany? Good. She heard you. Good. Bethany, are you gonna do it? Okay. I wasn't sure since you moved. Wait for her to finish chewing.
I think she's in heaven.
She is. She's going to want this every day. Okay? Good. Very nice. All right, good. Okay, so each one of you can come up. You've already made yourselves very popular with her. So she's going to be looking for more. Just like if you give a little kid, or in this case, this gentleman, a sucker, he's going to be looking for more. Okay? So I don't want you to approach her face because she'll be looking for more, and your hands are going to smell like what? Treats. Yeah, so I want you to come on down and do your petting here. Okay? Stroking. Okay, now she did roll in the mud that we had, the rain that we had the other day, so she doesn't feel nearly as soft as Elohim. She also has 2 diseases. One is involving her pituitary, this is her endocrine system, her hormone system. The other that is also connected to that, so that's called, big word, pituitary pars intermedia dysfunction. That causes her hair coat to grow longer than it should. And she also has anhydrosis. Anhydrosis means she doesn't sweat. So we have to help her with a misty machine during the summertime. Okay, so one at a time, one at a time. Okay, and just pet her and talk to her. She's very soft, not as soft as some of the others.
Yeah.
That's all right, just one at a time. Okay? Okay? She's soft, you can wait. She's like a woolly bear. That's just excitement right there, and a little bit of nervousness because she can tell that her friends are over there. Okay.
Yep.
Very nice. Yeah, I just read your T-shirt. That's a little scary.
Oh, Lord.
All right. Does anybody else want to come up, or did everybody get done? Anybody want to do anything else? So
Did you pet her?
here's another thing that you do once you've become familiar with the horse.
Did you pet her?
Okay, want to watch? Watch. It's called sharing breath. You breathe into their nose and they will breathe you in. And it's a wonderful relationship bonding activity. You share breath. And that, yes sir?
You could do that with a horse too.
These are all, let me give you some information. These are all under the classification of equid. Equid. Zebras also fall into that. There are no such thing as unicorns. He was talking about unicorns earlier. All equids share the exact same underlying anatomy, physiology, hormonal systems, etc. So 99% of everything I tell you is going to be applicable across, except zebras would rather, for the most part, kill you because they're supposed to be wild on the African desert, or the African savanna, right? So they're not going to be domesticated, and if you're going to get a wild horse that's truly been a wild horse, you have to really build a great relationship before you can do a lot of these things, okay? And you may not know it, but out there you were dealing with, you're seeing wild horses that came off of that were captured by the Bureau of Land Management, which is a horrible program. Should not be doing that, but they do it. And so there were horses out there that came off of the desert, were captured by the Bureau of Land Management, and then we have other horses where their parents were captured and then they were bred with domestic horses. So you've actually been in the same area with wild horses. You just didn't know it, okay? All right, I'm going to put her away. We're going to stay right here to kind of wrap it up for final questions, okay? All right, come on, baby.
Great.
Hello, my name is Bethany Wells. I'm a Junction City JAG-K senior, and I am the president. And something that I really enjoyed of coming to Rainbow Meadows today was watching them assimilate new horses and giving them time to socialize. And something that I learned is that mules cannot breed.
Mules
Not know
cannot
that.
breed. That is correct.
Hello, my name is Jaden Forbes. I'm a JAG-K sophomore and I'm the vice president. And something impactful that I've done today is I learned how to properly introduce myself to a horse by not just walking up and trying to pet them. And something that I've learned is that if they have pink skin, which is essentially a white horse, and they have less hair in that area, they'll do a fly mask for their face, so that way they don't get sunburned.
We would just like to thank all of the staff here at Rainbow Meadows for providing our students with an opportunity to come out and gain their hands-on experience and learn, ensuring that all of our students have a chance for a successful future. Once again, we just want to say thank you. We look forward to doing work with you in the future. JAG-K.